possibly be. The Soyuz MS-08 is home, standing right next to it as the extraction process is underway. I'm not sure if you're actually getting video at this moment or not. The Soyuz landed on its side. The top hatch has been opened, and one by one the crew members will be extracted to be placed in the familiar traditional reclining chairs to get their land legs back a bit and to get their equilibrium squared away a bit before they're brought into a nearby inflatable medical tent. This was such an extraordinary landing. We were at altitude of about 10,000 feet and followed the Soyuz all the way down to touchdown for about a 7-minute period. It was spectacular. Our helicopter, the media helicopter, was right on top of the Soyuz. We saw it very clearly as the soft. One by one, the crew members will be extracted here momentarily. We expect the Soyuz commander, Oleg Artemiev. Artemiev is now out. He's being helped by search and recovery personnel. He'll be placed in the center seat that you'll be seeing hopefully here in a minute. And then we'll get the two American astronauts, Drew Feustel, the Expedition 56 commander. And
we actually are getting video now, but thanks for that description so far. We can see Artemiev in the seat. It's looking pretty nice out there. How's the weather holding up, and how was the ride out?
The ride out was smooth as silk, Dan. We pre-staged in 3 minutes after the Soyuz itself touched down, and then we walked about, I would say 200 yards from our helicopter to the scene that you're witnessing right now. There's almost no wind out here. You couldn't ask for a more ideal day for early October. It was a bit chilly overnight in the early morning hours, but that chill yielded to bright sunshine. I mean, there is not a cloud in the sky to greet home these 3 Expedition 56 crew members.
And so we can see Oleg Artemiev getting handed a couple of different items now, but as you said, it looks like they're going to be getting these initial medical checks. Is there anything else on the schedule for these crew members there at the landing zone before they make their way?
Surgeons and nurses, and of course the amazing job by the Russian search and recovery forces. It's just extraordinary, as it is every time, that we're on the scene literally minutes after the Soyuz lands, which would suggest a bullseye pinpoint landing for these 3 crew members.
Well, Rob, we actually had some pretty spectacular views of the capsule ourselves, not nearly as spectacular as
here on the southern steppe of Kazakhstan, and I'm looking back about 100 yards away from me, and this one helicopter that's about to land is kicking up a dust storm that would make a similar dust storm in the southwestern desert pale by comparison. But a very methodical process to extract the crew members, as they will have an opportunity for some initial medical tests in their reclining chairs before they're brought into the medical tent that is being erected nearby for early field testing, as they call it, to collect very valuable data that will be used in future long-duration space flights. At that point, it'll be a very interesting turnaround, as will be the case again in a day basically of rest for Alexei Ovchinin and Nick Hague down at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. Tomorrow they'll climb aboard their Soyuz vehicle, the MS-10. We'll see who that is here in a moment.